Hi, welcome to Allie Seeks Joy. I'm Allie and I seek joy. Today I'm going to be making 3 DIY beauty products that I've been wanting to make for a while now. Not wanting to waste money, especially when times are tough. I've been waiting to actually run out of my current products before making something else. Usually that's not my go-to move. Usually when I want to totally overhaul something, I'm like, get rid of it. But I have run out of my face wash, eye cream, and dry shampoo. So today I'm going to be doing some DIYs to replace those items. First, we're going to be making a caffeinated eye serum. You can see that caffeine is really important. I have my coffee right now. And in general, caffeinated eye creams and caffeinated like roll-on gels and things for your eyes are pretty popular right now. The reason being that caffeine actually constricts the blood vessels under your eyes, which will decrease puffiness and dark circles. So I've got some espresso on hand and I literally just had this in my pantry. If you don't have espresso, you can use regular coffee. And then I've also got almond oil. Almond oil is really great for under eyes. It has vitamin E, which also decreases dark circles, which is what we're going for. And all we're really gonna do is infuse the oil with the espresso. This one's a little bit more not time intensive because it's gonna take us like a second to do it, but because we're infusing it, it's gonna take about a week. So I'm gonna start this now, and then in a week, I'll actually be able to finalize the product. So I have this roll-on vial. I just got this at Whole Foods for like $4. And it's about 1/4 ounce, which is not a lot. Obviously I've got a lot more oil here. I have 4 ounces of oil. I'm going to infuse 1 ounce. And the reason being, I'm not sure how much I'm gonna lose when I'm trying to strain out the espresso later. So I'm just gonna make more than I need. So if I have extra, then I'll probably just go and get another vial and either hang on to it or maybe share it and give it to someone else. So to start, all we're gonna do is, and I'm just using this little like mason jar to do the infusing. And even this is pretty large for what we're doing here. I am gonna do 1 tablespoon of espresso. We're just gonna put that here. And then I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of the almond oil. And this is about 1 ounce. And now I'm just gonna seal this up. I'm gonna give it a little swirl. And that's it. And I'm gonna let this just hang out in the pantry for a week. And then I'll go ahead and strain it with cheesecloth and then put it in my little vial. And I'll be ready to just kind of roll it on my under eyes and be all dark circle free. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, the next DIY beauty product that we're gonna be making is a face wash, but it's in a powder form. So you'll actually keep it in like a little spice shaker. You can purchase like plain spice shakers. I did not do that. I couldn't really find any. I know online, like on Amazon, you can get packs of them. Because I was only making 2 different products that I needed them for, I didn't want to buy a whole set. So instead, I actually bought 2 things of basil, knowing that I'm obviously going to go through enough basil at some point. They were $3.99 each, and I don't really feel like it's part of the cost because I'm still going to use that, so it's kind of a cost neutral situation. And the way that the face wash will work, we're gonna actually add all the ingredients into a mason jar, shake it all up, and then once it's done, we'll fill up one of these little spice shakers. And then when you're ready to use it, you'll just open it, put a little bit in your hand, put a little water in it to make a paste, and then just wash your face until it's beautiful. I did also pick up some labels so that I know what each of these is for, so I don't mix them up, because we're gonna be using one for the face wash and then the other for the DIY dry shampoo. So the face wash that we're going to be making is actually a recipe that I found from spagoddess.com. And it's actually, the ingredients that are in it are, it's a very common grouping of ingredients. I've seen it in a few different recipes, either for face masks or just for washes. And this is a Gentle Glow washing greens. And let's go through the ingredients. All right. So for the face wash, these are not necessarily ingredients that you're just going to find in your pantry. Unlike the eye serum and then the dry shampoo. The first item is actually oat flour. So you can purchase oat flour already ground up, but really oat flour is just oats that have been ground up. And I already had oats in my pantry and I was not gonna buy oat flour because of that. So we'll need 3/4 of a cup of oat flour. So that's what this is right here. I literally just threw in the blender for about a minute. I kind of pulsed it. I did like 20 seconds, let it stop, 20 seconds, let it stop. You get the idea. Oat flour, well, oats in general have been used for skincare for such a long time. They're really nourishing. You'll usually see like recommendations for doing like oat baths. And in this recipe, they really act as a gentle exfoliator. The next ingredient in this recipe is rose petal powder. I know that sounds really fancy. This is not something that you're just gonna, walk in the store and find. Depending on if you have like a natural food store, you may be able to find some there. I did check around like Whole Foods. I really couldn't find anything, so I ordered this online from Amazon. This is a lot for what we need. We only need 1/4 cup of the rose petal powder, but I am planning on using this in baths. Rose petals have been used in skincare for a long time too, just like the oats, and you'll kind of see that across the board with these ingredients. Roses have so much packed in there. Roses are anti-inflammatory, so they're really good for acne-prone skin like mine. They can be used as rose water as a toner, or you can have the powder like we're going to use today. They have anti-aging moisture, and they're just all over nourishing. So that's why we're using this. Then we've got some clay. We're going to be doing 1/2 cup of white clay. This, of course, the same thing. This is a huge bag for what we're using. But because I'm planning on making more products, I was willing to invest in buying a big old bag of clay. It wasn't expensive. This was, I think, $30 for this, and this is a 2-pound bag. So not too much. I am planning on using it for masks. And then our last ingredient that we're going to be using is powdered milk. And I think this is probably obvious, but milk is super nourishing. You have the option to use any kind of milk you'd really like. The recommendation would be cow's milk, goat milk, coconut milk. I have goat's milk. And again, we're only using 1/4 cup of this. So I will still have some left over, and I've seen some really cool recipes for like milk baths. So that's where I'm going to be using the rest of this. So overall, I mean, this wasn't a huge investment for me. Let's get started. So we're going to be using this mason jar to add everything together, and then we're going to just shake it all up and then throw it in the spice shaker. Our first ingredient is going to be our oat flour. We need 3/4 cups, 3/4 of a cup. I'm already spilling things everywhere. Next, we're going to do 1/4 cup of the rose petal powder. It smells so good. And I love the color. Oh my gosh, it's so bright. It's like a fuchsia. Our next ingredient is a half a cup of the white clay. Our last ingredient is a quarter cup of the goat's milk. All right, and now we're gonna just seal her up. Oh my gosh, I love the color, it's so pretty. Thank you to Spa Goddess, because I'm gonna feel like a goddess putting this on my face every day. Look at this color. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like a faint, like little like lilac purple. It's so pretty. All right, I feel like we've shaken it all up. If you have a funnel, unlike me, this would be a time to use a funnel. Okay, I officially just was able to do it with my little makeshift funnel out of the paper towel. So you can do that too. And there we go. There is our beautiful, almost like pearlescent face wash. And I've got some extra, so this can be stored up for 1 year. I'm not gonna put a label on this itself because I feel like it's fairly obvious, but while I'm like, if I'm getting ready really fast and I don't want to confuse myself, I'm definitely going to put a label on this one. On to the next one. Our final DIY product that we're making is dry shampoo. We're going to do this one the same exact way. We're going to put all the ingredients into a mason jar, shake it up, and then it's going into the spice shaker. So with it being a powdered dry shampoo rather than one that you're spraying, it makes it easier having the small holes. That way you can kind of just and then kind of rub it in. For this recipe, this is one where you really probably have most of these ingredients in your pantry. So this makes it really easy. It's not gonna take us a long time to do either. I mean, we're just gonna kind of throw it together. The main ingredient here is the cornstarch. We're gonna do a quarter cup of cornstarch or arrowroot. And then we're gonna do just a teaspoon of baking soda. And for all you blondies out there, you're probably all right with just that. For anybody that has dark hair, and this goes for all dry shampoo, let's be real. You spray that stuff in there and you have white all up in your roots and you're just like really trying to work it in there. And sometimes, I swear, it feels like it's still there. Like I'll later on look in the mirror during the day and I'm like, oh gosh. So this is for us brunettes here. You can add a quarter cup of cocoa powder, and that'll help mask all the white powder going in your hair. I couldn't really scoop, so I'm gonna have to spoon it out into our measuring cup. And of course, I'm probably gonna make a mess, but you know, it's okay. All good. Looks about right. Next we have our baking soda. We're gonna do just a teaspoon of this. Suppose I could have opened the box like a normal human being, but you know, it's okay. I'm trying to save myself from having a mess later. I'm gonna call that with the extra that's going in there. And like I said, if you have light hair, you can stop right there. But if you've got dark hair like me, you can add a quarter cup of cocoa powder. My hair's gonna smell like cocoa. So we're just gonna seal this baby up, shake it all up. Same thing goes for this one. If you have a funnel, go and use it. I don't. Apparently I'm not prepared for life, but that's okay. So we're gonna use the paper towel. That worked just fine on the last product. So with our dry shampoo, this actually made like just enough to go in here. I mean, I have some that's stuck at the bottom of the jar. I don't know if I care that much to try and get it out. I'm also probably not gonna just save this. I didn't make that much extra compared to the face wash. and it's pretty cheap ingredients. I mean, with these all being things that are in our pantry, I'm probably just gonna toss this, to be honest. But we've got our dry shampoo. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, today's project is officially complete. We did it. I really cannot wait to try these. I feel so accomplished. It's really cool making your own products and using simpler ingredients, knowing that you're not putting harmful stuff in your body. But honestly, just the fact of doing it, just having that fun activity to do and have something turn out the way that you want it to, and then test it. I mean, it might not be the perfect recipe. Maybe I need to tweak it a little bit, but I can't wait to try them and know that I made them with my own hands. And that makes me so joyful. And I hope that you have a chance to be able to try these recipes as well. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I do videos that are really just about finding joy in life. So they could be more beauty posts. It could be working out in the yard, doing fun like flower projects, organizing the home, just anything to uplift my spirit and hopefully other people's spirits as well. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and you can follow me on my Instagram at Allie Seeks Joy. Until next time.